The screen of my laptop broke loose, so that kinda sucked. It happened 2 days ago, so I looked for replacement parts, couldn't find it. My laptop is 4 years old. I looked for the official way to fix it by melting plastic. Did not really like that, so what I did is I looked at the mechanics itself and I figured, why not put in a bolt and turn this into the world's strongest laptop hinge. So let's go. So yeah, I got like a really cheap laptop, and all the way to the end, when the video is finished, I will talk a bit about why this is the time to go really cheap on technology stuff. But let's get into the video. So yeah, a year ago the screen itself broke, so literally the LCD. So I already had it kind of loose, and I didn't glue it back. And what happened 2 days ago is that this hinge here, it broke loose from the screen itself, so from the metal casing. Now, it was attached with extremely small bolts, and in fact the copper part that you see here, which is also extremely small, that's a nut, a serrated nut that was melted into a plastic part. So that got me thinking, like, melting metal into plastic, that ain't gonna be strong. So I started looking at the casings, because this casing is made of aluminum, and if you look at the size of the hinge, it's pretty big. So I went to look in my old my box with old nuts, bolts, and whatever basically, and the smallest size that I could find is this one right here, and I tried it for size yesterday. It fits right in here, and I did not adjust anything. So I figured the only thing I need to do is to drill a hole in the aluminum case and fix it back in place. And okay, I'll admit it's gonna look a bit rough, but it's gonna be extremely strong, and I cannot find any downside to it, except for maybe the fact that if there's like a current on the hinge, the current will also be on the casing, which I doubt, because it's also like 12 volts, so even if there is a current, it's not gonna hurt you, and so I'm not worried about that. So if this is gonna work, this is like the world's simplest and the world's strongest fix of a laptop screen. So that's the short of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold the screen totally flat. That's possible, it can go 180. I'll pull off the strip. And obviously I should have used like double-sided tape to keep it in place, but a year ago when I replaced the screen, I was like, well, I guess, you know, it might break again sometime soon, so then it's a lot of work to take off the old double-sided tape, because it's really gonna stick in hard. It was a lot of work to take it off in the first place. So that made it easy on this this side here. So yeah, it's really very simple. So the hinge is almost flat against it. As far as I can see, there's nothing underneath. There's no electronics, no cable, no nothing. And I'm just gonna lift up the screen to double check. So this moves slightly to the side, and yeah, literally there's like a cable running here. This is either the Wi-Fi cable or the cable for the camera, but it's above it, and what you see underneath here, this is just like the plastic. So I figure I can just drill a hole. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Now also, like this piece of plastic around it, it already keeps it in the exact right spot. So that makes it even simpler. So what I will do is I will start with like a really thin drill and then work my way up until it's like the right diameter, so approximately the same as the hole in the hinge itself. So should be simple enough, right? So I'm just gonna give it a try. So I have like this tool here. There's like a slide tip. Just down firmly here. Okay. Press down again. This is an awesome tool, by the way. I guess it has some sort of spring in it. You press it down, compress it, and it really did the trick. Okay. So next up, I'll start with like a really thin, a really small size drill. Alright, I don't want to drill into my table, so I'm gonna place an old piece of plywood underneath here. Now this is a universal drill. It's both for wood and for metal, so I'll just go ahead and use that here. That went extremely easy. Okay. And I'll just move up a few sizes until I have the right size hole. Yeah, I can't find my brush, so that's why I'm just going old school. Okay. So the debris is out, and I'm feeling the holes at the bottom, and it's a clean cut. So that's really good, because then yeah, it really becomes as simple as putting in the bolts and the nuts and attaching everything. There's only one but that I hadn't considered, and that's that the head is pretty thick. So what might end up happening is that if I close it, it's not gonna close all the way, and that would be kind of gnarly. I was afraid of this. The head of the bolt, it's sticking out too much, it's too thick, so if I want this to work, then I will have to cut it off like just a little bit, and I think it's doable because it seems to be pretty deep. So I'll take them out again, try to cut them off so they are you know, a more appropriate size. What if I try this? Like I just put it into a piece of thin wood, and then that will keep it in place, and then I can possibly cut a little bit quicker and a bit more forceful. Ah, now I got it. I hold it like this. Okay. Oei. It's extremely hot, but it worked. So I'm surprised. I'm gonna repeat it with the other one. So I can consider this a strategy. So to make the head of a bolt thinner, I put it in a thin piece of wood. Really tighten the knot. I just do this by hand. Doesn't need to be perfect. I have like a hole in my workmate where it can stay in place, and then I hold it on top here, and then I can use a saw just to slightly cut it off. Just need to make a beginning. Okay. Boom. Okay. Second one went even easier, so let's see how both of them fit. So you can see how much thinner the head is compared to before. So I really hope that this is enough. Now, since it's also as thin as I can get it, I might just as well attach the second one time. Okay, moment of truth, can it close? Easily, boom. This is dope, this is really dope. I think it looks sick, this is cool, this is cool. I'm actually impressed by how this came out. Yeah, this is really good. So now the final question that you might be thinking, like, is this laptop still working? So I'm gonna power it up and see if she still has got the good old juice. But yeah, I'm really impressed. Like, it's just a little bit loose on this side, but it's not too bad. All the way around, it's still good. And yeah, you know, I use my laptop as a tool. I use it heavily, and if something breaks, I enjoy fixing it. So so that's this right here, plus yeah, added bonus. Now I can always pick out my laptop because it has these really nice bolts, nuts and washers sticking out. So that's it. So if your laptop breaks, now you know how to fix it. Let me turn up the screen a little bit because we're outside. We still got stuff. I'll just put something on the screen. We'll pull up something cool. I'll just show this one. This is Prim's game. This is my second channel. You can see it right here. The laptop still works. Yeah, I'm happy about that. Yeah, so that's the full repair. If you want to find out why you should get a cheap laptop like this, I'll keep on rambling, but the official part of the video is hereby over. Yeah, just a little bit of reflection. I enjoy this new tool. I enjoy this new tool as well. I hadn't used it, but apparently there's like a spring in it, so if you press it down, so like if I press it down, you can hear it. It does like tick, and that helps to make like a marking in the wood. And also it did the same thing for plastic, and I'm sure it's also gonna work for soft metals. Yeah, other than that, I'm happy with the strategy I figured out by using like a really thin piece of wood to hold the bolt in place, so I could cut off like a little bit of the head, because without doing that, it would have taken me forever. Plus also what I was worried about was that by holding it with a plier, I was gonna damage the thread. And you know, if it's just held in place in a piece of wood, none of that is gonna happen. It makes it easier, and the thread is not gonna be damaged. So why do I have a cheap laptop? Well, this is the time and age to go cheap. Like when my Apple broke after like just a couple of years, I was like, man, this is such a scam. So I was like, because the technology is just there, and I just did some quick math. Like Linux is available for free. This was the number 2 laptop of 21. At the time it cost $350. I maxed out the memory, I maxed out the drive, and that ended up costing maybe like, with all of that included, was like $500. And it really gave me like, yeah, a pretty powerful machine, and I've been using it for 4 years. In the meantime, I went through a couple of adapters. They don't last long, and also last year, less than a year ago, I had to replace the LCD. But other than that, it has been working pretty fine. I use it for almost everything. I've like a couple of YouTube channels. I edit all my content, I do all the rendering. I use it, you know, of course, to watch YouTube, to relax. I use it to read sometimes, to do other work. So it's really a workhorse. So I don't mind things breaking, but if I can fix it myself, that's a really big plus. And if also, like, if you go like cheap with a cheap laptop, guess what? The replacement parts are also gonna be cheap. So I just find it a bonus. So, but yeah, I couldn't find the replacement Hinge part, and so I was like, well, looking at what it looks like, I could just throw this in. So really happy about that. And also, if you go cheap on a laptop, like you have more money left for the important things. And for me, that's my family. Like if I go cheap on this, then there's more money left for the kids. So small consideration, but for me, it's a pretty big one. Yeah, so that's it. That's the video. Cool. And I'm not getting shocked. I'm touching it. I touched the case. I'm not getting shocked in any way. So totally good in every single way.